Hi everyone, this is Matthew Zepp on your Core 24 Fitness channel. The workout I'm going to show you today is a functional mobility workout. We need no equipment. You just kind of follow my lead. And we're going to run through a series of functional mobility type stretching exercises where we try to keep a constant flow movement. First thing I'm going to have you do, and we're going to do it as I'm saying it, lie down on your back. With your one knee up, you're going to grab onto your hamstring. 10 times we're going to open and close our knee. While we do that, we're contracting the muscles of the thigh, and I'm trying to get a stretch in my hamstring. Ideally, I want to see my knee joint lock out so that tiny muscle on the inside of your thigh gets a contraction in that last 10 degrees of extension. That's 10 on the right leg. Do the same thing on the left, getting my thigh to contract and trying to meet full knee extension, even if I have to move my leg a little further away from me. I want that knee to lock out. I want to feel a hamstring stretch. And at the same time, I'm trying not to let my lower back flatten out. That's 10. Next, we're going to tuck our heels in close, heels down, toes up. You're going to bridge your hips up as high as you can, squeeze your glutes, and recover back down. We're going to do a series of hip bridges. Make sure at the top of the movement you feel both glutes tightening up evenly. Pressing your hands down into the floor, squeezing your shoulder blades back, and bridging up like a plank. We're going to do 5 more of those. Head stays straight. That should be 9. And 10. Arms go out to our sides, palms up. I'm going to very gently let my knees rock to one side while my shoulders stay flat, and then they rock to the other side. It's a basic torso twist, turning my hips, trying to move from my lower half, and trying to anchor my upper half down on the floor. So when my knees go to the right, I'm going to kind of press down on my left hand. When my knees go to the left, I'm going to press down on my right hand. As we get into a couple more twists, these we're not going to bother to count. I'm going to start to turn my head a little bit the opposite way my knees are going. Turn my head a little bit the opposite way my knees are going. I'm going to continue to twist side to side with that little head turn. And now as my knees go to the left, I'm going to take my left hand and push down the top knee for a little extra stretch. As my knees go to my right hand comes up, I'm going to push down on my top knee to get a little extra stretch. We're going to try the stretch again at the end of the session to see if we get a little back adjustment. Sometimes when you're warmed up in this rotation, you'll get a nice little lower back adjustment. Sometimes it's the SI joint clicking in. Now we're going to turn all the way over to our side. Both arms straight out in front of you. Bottom arm stays down. Head's going to turn. Top arm's going to come up and rotate down. Kind of in the same position I was keeping my shoulder blades in the last stretch. But now I want to move solely from my upper body. Head turns, arm swings across. I'm going to do that 5 times. And still on this side, as I come across this time, I'm going to take my left hand again, hold my knee down, and drop into a little further stretch. Recovering back, arm comes up, left hand goes down on the knee, hold it down, trying to keep my hips from moving. Getting a nice stretch across the anterior portion of my upper torso. That's your chest. It's the front of the shoulder. That's some bicep. And you're going to feel it in the ribs, those oblique muscles. We'll do that one more time. And then one more set of 5 before I switch to the other side. Instead of my arm coming back evenly to a T position, I'm now going to let it drop on an angle, kind of in the top right corner of the room. Hold the arm, hold the knee down, and let that arm stretch out. I recover back to normal. Instead of going straight back, I'm going to move up, reach for the back right corner of the room, hold that knee down, And you'll feel an even deeper stretch into the pec, even into the upper portion of the hip. That's a good long stretch. We're going to do that 5 times. This should be number 4. And 5. And we're going to turn around and do the same sequence on the opposite side. First one we did, basic rotation across. Basic rotation across. You'll see my top knee lifting up a little bit. I'm trying to keep it down. You sacrifice a little bit of hip movement in the beginning to get the shoulders flat. Let's do one more. Because now I'm going to add 5 more, holding the knee down. A little harder and getting the arm across. That's 3. 2 more. That's 4. And 1 more. It's 5. Now I'm going to reach it across, hold the knee down, and reach towards the upper back corner of the room. This is now my left corner. And recover back, hold the knee down, upper left corner. That's 2. Again, I'm feeling this in my chest. Nice long stretch into the shoulder, into the bicep. And you want to feel your shoulder blades retracting back. You want to exhale into the stretch to help get as far range of motion as you can out of that joint. Now we're going to turn to a hands and knees position. Sometimes I like to put some pressure into the arm and the core, and the arms and the core. We're going to go into our core plank crawl position hold from a hands and knees position. You're going to take your knees a half an inch off the ground and just maintain that position. My wrists are under my shoulders. We know that when we hold, we stack the joints. My knees are under my hips. And while I hold that, I'm just going to distract the position by doing very subtle circular motions. It doesn't matter how many you do. You can do 2 one way, 2 the other. You can rock a little forward, a little backwards. You can rock side to side. I'm just getting used to changing how our weight is transferred on those 4 points, right now being my bent toes in each hand. A few more seconds, rocking it back and forth, side to side, circular pattern, and then I'm going to go knees down. Right from there, we're going to reach into our pointer progression. Right heel reaches back, don't go higher than your tailbone. Left arm reaches forward, don't go higher than your shoulder, and switch. Get a nice long stretch, attempting now to allow your hips to rotate. You're doing a contralateral pointer. It's core stabilization with a good contraction in the lower back, maintaining that pelvic stable position. We're going to continue. I don't know how many we did. The whole workout today is just supposed to flow. As long as I do an even amount on both sides, we're good. And now we're going to flow right into a side reaching position for my 4-point. My knuckles are going to go down, palms up. I'm going to turn my head. I'm going to reach my arm to my right, bend my right elbow to drop the shoulder down. Then I recover and switch. I'm getting a really good now upper back, upper thoracic rotational stretch. Reach through, turn the head, drop the shoulder. Reach through, turn the head, drop the shoulder. I'm going to do that 5 times. Two more each side. Now again, this is a mobility type workout. It's not going to be the most conditioned or metabolic workout out there. It's really just meant to stretch you out and make you feel better. Same idea, we're now going to reach in front of the hand with the thumb up. On an angle like I did on my side, I reach to the front right corner of the room, and then I drop my armpit towards the ground for a really good lat stretch. Switching to the other side, upper left corner of the room, thumb up, bend my elbow to drop my shoulder down. I'm going to do 5 each of those. At the end of this workout, probably going to take about 20 minutes. You can repeat the entire session for a 40-minute workout, or you're going to feel like $1,000,000 after this, so you may want to top it off with an aerobic session. 15 to 20 minutes of intervals or straight cardio. And that should be 5 each side. We're still in our 4-point position. I'm going to go into a subtle rocking motion. I'm going to sit my hips back towards my heels. Then I'm going to come forward, arms straight. I'm going to push my hips towards the ground. Kind of a modification off of one of our yoga moves. I call it a rocker sit. Neither movement is that aggressive. It's got just kind of a flow to it. My hips drop back, my arms reach. My hips drop forward, I squeeze my glutes, I squeeze my shoulder blades back and lift my chin up. We're going to do a subtle rock, just with a little bit more speed, back and forth. 3 more of those. And now, facing back up to my normal 4-point position, I want to get my shoulder blades moving, so I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades back without shrugging forward, and I'm going to separate my shoulder blades. Also looks a lot like the cat-camel stretch in yoga, but I'm only moving my shoulder blades, my head's not moving, my tailbone's not moving. I'm keeping my eyes looking down at the floor. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades back, my elbows must be locked out, and then I'm separating them. Squeezing them back, separating them. Again, try not to shrug your shoulders towards your ears. They should stay where they are, or if anything, start to depress back towards my hips. We're going to go 5 more of those. Flossing out that shoulder joint and making those shoulder blades mobile. Okay, now I'm going to face forward and come up into a half kneeling position. My right knee is directly underneath my hip. My right glute is tight. I'm going to turn to the front leg, cross an arm over, push into the stretch, and relax. Push into the stretch and relax. We're going to do that 5 times. And now I'm going to add a stretch overhead to a tilt. Same thing, tilting over my head to the direction of the front leg. 4. And that's 5. Switching legs. My left knee is down, right leg is forward. Left arm comes across the right. Turn into a stretch and recover. Turn into a stretch and recover. The whole time I'm trying to keep the leg of the knee that's down. I want that glute to fire, to hold my hip in place. Now I tilt, I can reach down with my right hand and recover. It's a great stretch for the quadratus. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. It's a lower back muscle. It's only really stretchable in a tilting fashion. And 5. Now we'll go both knees down. Cross your arms, fingertips on your shoulders. I'm going to take my whole upper body and turn it as far as I can to the left without moving my head, and then as far as I can to the right without moving my head. When I turn left, my right glute tightens up. When I turn right, my left glute tightens up. We want to get that stretch on both sides, moving my upper body, not moving my hips. And we do 5 more seconds of that. Don't worry how many reps we're doing. And relax. Now to finish up, we're going to go a quick mobility round. Arms out in front of you. We're going to do 10 normal bodyweight squats. Hips go back, knees go out. Hips go back, knees go out. Squats now should feel great, nice and loose with that 15-minute warm-up. Now I'm going to go 5 push-ups. You can go modified, you can go regular. And I'm going to add 5 reverse lunges. Step back, drop a knee. And 5 on the other side. Make sure that front knee stays stacked over the ankle. And then I'll top it off with 10 seal jacks.
So after that warm-up, you did a squat, push-up, reverse lunge, steel jack combo. I would continue those 4 exercises for a good 10 to 15 minutes straight, and you have a functional workout. Have fun.